What if a hidden force, often unseen, yet profoundly powerful, has shaped every civilization, every innovation, from the earliest stone tools to the intricate digital networks of today? This force is logic. Far more than mere academic exercise or abstract philosophy, logic is the fundamental blueprint underlying all human ingenuity. It is the silent architecture that enabled us to move from intuition and myth to structured thought. Consider our earliest ancestors, the precise angle of a sharpened flint, the structural integrity of a basic shelter, the systematic observation of seasonal changes for agriculture. These were not products of formal deduction, but of an intuitive, practical logic, an implicit understanding of cause and effect, of patterns, of coherence. This primal recognition of order, this quest for reliable understanding, laid the groundwork for everything that followed. From this subtle, pervasive foundation, reason blossomed, forging the very path of human progress. Before disciplined logical frameworks emerged, humanity navigated its nascent world through intuition, immediate experience, and compelling myth. Early hominids, confronting a harsh and unpredictable environment, relied on keen observation and practical trial and error. They discerned patterns in animal behavior, understood the properties of stone for tools, and instinctively recognized the dangers of a snapping twig or a sudden change in wind. This wasn't formal reasoning, but a visceral logic of survival, refined through countless generations. Simultaneously, myths provided the earliest conceptual maps, attempting to explain the cosmos, natural phenomena, and the human condition. These epic narratives, passed down orally around flickering campfires, offered coherence where scientific understanding was absent, imbuing the world with profound meaning. They imposed a human order upon chaos, codifying shared values and communal understanding within their tribes. From these fertile grounds, practical wisdom and symbolic storytelling sprang the foundational elements that would eventually blossom into sophisticated systems of rational inquiry. It was the crucial first step on humanity's long journey towards systematic thought. Where previous eras relied on the compelling narratives of myth and the primal instincts of survival, ancient Greece ushered in a revolutionary new paradigm, the formal discipline of logic. In the bustling agora and tranquil academies of Athens, thinkers began to systematically dissect arguments, moving beyond mere assertion to demand evidence and coherent structure. Philosophers like Parmenides and Zeno first grappled with paradox, challenging intuitive assumptions. But it was Aristotle, the Stagirite, who truly formalized this intellectual revolution. His foundational works, particularly the Organon, codified the principles of valid inference, giving us the syllogism, a deductive reasoning tool that allowed for irrefutable conclusions from established premises. This wasn't just abstract philosophy. It was a blueprint for rigorous thought, a method to analyze, categorize, and persuade with unprecedented precision. The Greeks had discovered the engine of reason itself, setting the stage for millennia of intellectual advancement and systematic inquiry. Greek philosophy formalized abstract logic, but its profound power already shaped ancient mathematics globally. From precise Nile land divisions to sophisticated Mesopotamian celestial charting, logic was its invisible foundation. Euclid's Elements, a monumental work, presented geometry as an unbroken chain of theorems derived from clear axioms, pure Greek rationalism applied. But mathematical logic wasn't exclusive. Babylonians used intricate patterns for complex algebraic problems and astronomical predictions, revealing implicit logical systems. Egyptian engineers building colossal pyramids applied geometry with astounding accuracy, a testament to practical logic. Further east, Indian mathematicians developed sophisticated number systems, including the revolutionary zero, rooted in logical progression. In China, the 9 chapters on the mathematical art showcased rigorous problem-solving. Across continents, from geometry to algebra and cosmology, logic proved the indispensable architect. It transformed raw observation into organized, predictive knowledge, laying crucial groundwork for all scientific inquiry. While Greece forged its own path, logic took profound, unique forms across Asia. In ancient India, the Nyaya school, emerging around the 6th century BCE, developed sophisticated systems of epistemology and inference. They articulated detailed methods for valid argument, premises, reasons, examples, applications, and conclusions, a remarkably structured approach to truth. Their texts, like the Nyaya Sutras, are filled with rigorous proofs and fallacy classifications, aimed at achieving liberation through correct knowledge. Parallel, in ancient China, the Moist school, founded by Mozi in the 5th century BCE, championed a pragmatic, utilitarian logic. They focused on truth through empirical observation and rational argument, promoting clear definitions and consistent reasoning. Moist thinkers meticulously analyzed propositions and inference, not just for abstract understanding, but to guide ethical conduct and effective governance. These distinct traditions, from India's deep epistemological inquiry to China's practical application, underscore logic's universal appeal and diverse manifestations, each enriching global rational thought. From abstract inquiries, logic found intensely practical application in the Roman Empire. It transformed into the bedrock of a vast, enduring civilization. Roman legal systems, with their intricate structure, were a masterclass in applied logic. Jurists categorized cases, reasoned through complex disputes, establishing justice on a systematic inference. Beyond the courtroom, military campaigns exemplified precise logical planning. Organized legions executed maneuvers. Every march and siege a testament to strategic foresight and logistical brilliance. But nowhere was Rome's pragmatic logic more evident than its monumental engineering. Aqueducts, roads, and grand structures like the Colosseum were triumphs of systematic problem-solving and unwavering commitment to order. The Roman mind leveraged logic as a powerful tool for governance, expansion, and enduring societal stability, proving that reason could forge an empire. As the Roman Empire waned, the structured light of logic dimmed across the West. Yet it was meticulously preserved and expanded by diligent Islamic scholars, safeguarding Aristotle's profound insights for centuries. A powerful intellectual reawakening swept through Europe during the High Middle Ages, profoundly shaped by this vital rediscovery. Scholars encountered Aristotle's complete Organon, which offered a rigorous, systematic framework for rational inquiry. This intellectual influx ignited scholasticism, a dominant philosophical movement nurtured within nascent European universities like Paris, Oxford, and Bologna. Logic became the indispensable bedrock of academic inquiry, the essential tool for organizing knowledge, constructing systematic arguments, and reconciling faith with emerging reason. Theological debates, no longer solely relying on scriptural interpretation, now employed complex syllogistic reasoning to explore challenging doctrines. Thinkers meticulously dissected arguments, identified fallacies, and built elaborate intellectual cathedrals of thought. This era showcased logic's enduring power, not merely to build empires, but to construct comprehensive systems of understanding, forging the very foundations of Western intellectual tradition. The Enlightenment, an era of intellectual ferment, fundamentally recalibrated humanity's relationship with reason. Shifting from the deductive confines of scholasticism, thinkers like Descartes championed rationalism, asserting that truth could be discerned through pure intellect, independent of sensory experience. Concurrently, empiricists such as Locke argued that knowledge stemmed from observation and experience, refined through systematic logical analysis. These new logical paradigms, challenging entrenched dogmas and absolute authority, became the engine for unparalleled scientific discovery. Isaac Newton's grand synthesis of physics, for instance, rested upon rigorous logical deduction from empirical data. Beyond science, logic ignited revolutionary political thought. Philosophers applied reason to societal structures, articulating concepts of natural rights, social contracts, and representative governance. This era saw logic transform from an academic tool into a powerful force for societal restructuring, laying the intellectual groundwork for modern democracies and the very architecture of our contemporary world. The Industrial Revolution, a period of unprecedented technological transformation, was not merely driven by steam and steel, but fundamentally by the applied logic of optimization. As factories mushroomed across the landscape, the challenge became orchestrating vast new complexities. From the Industrial Revolution, logic made its profound, ultimate leap. It transformed into the invisible language underpinning all modern technology. This began with binary logic, reducing all information to a fundamental 0 or 1. George Boole formalized this into Boolean algebra. His elegant system provided computation's theoretical bedrock. Visionaries like Babbage and Lovelace foresaw automated logical calculations. Their mechanical analytical engine laid the groundwork for the electronic age. By the mid-20th century, logic embodied itself in electronic circuits. Switches open or closed, the physical manifestation of binary states. Every instruction within early computers was an intricate dance of logic gates. Algorithms, step-by-step procedures, dictated global machine behavior. From wartime code breaking to vast data centers, logic became our digital operating system. Most profoundly, it now forms the neural pathways of artificial intelligence. Machine learning, neural networks, sophisticated extensions enabling machines to learn and decide. Thus, logic evolved into the unseen yet essential infrastructure of our digital existence. For all its transformative power, logic, in its purest form, possesses inherent limitations. It excels within defined parameters, yet struggles with the messy, unpredictable tapestry of human existence. Pure reason, detached from empathy, can lead to cold, utilitarian decisions, overlooking individual suffering for a perceived greater good. Consider historical instances where rational policies resulted in profound human cost because emotional and ethical dimensions were ignored. Logic often simplifies the world into binary choices, failing to account for unforeseen complexities, the nuances of human behavior, or the irrational currents driving societies. Systems built solely on reason can falter when confronted by humanity's unpredictable spirit. It is here that wisdom transcends mere logic. True progress demands integrating rigorous thought with profound ethical understanding, compassion, and an acute awareness of our multifaceted, often illogical, shared world. Logic provides the framework, but wisdom must guide its application, ensuring humanity remains its core. Yet, for all its occasional blind spots, the legacy of logic is utterly pervasive and undeniable. It has been the silent architect, the unseen force, diligently shaping the very foundations of human civilization. From the rigorous syllogisms of ancient Greece to Roman engineering, through medieval scholasticism and the Enlightenment's revolutionary insights, logic provided the framework for human progress. It forged scientific discovery, streamlined industry, and now underpins our digital world. Its enduring power lies in rigorous thought, systematic problem-solving, distinguishing truth from fallacy. As humanity confronts profound challenges, from climate change to ethical AI, the clarity of logical reasoning becomes more indispensable than ever. Yet this potent tool must always be tempered by wisdom, guided by empathy, and informed by human values. Our collective future hinges upon this harmonious integration, wielding logic not as an end, but as a profound instrument for understanding, innovation, and for shaping a more thoughtful, just, and sustainable world. Let us champion reason, but always with a compassionate heart.